CAG NFL week number 1. It's our preview show. It's me, Alan JD, for live. If the stupid camera quits rolling. Okay, there. Back to my face. As you see, I'm repping the Buccaneers. I don't know if any of y'all are going to tune in live for our first show, but we got lots to cover tonight. I'm hoping not too long of a show, but we'll go much as we can. But first and foremost, I'm going to wish my CAG brothers a happy Easter. And just welcome to CAG 58, I believe. Let me make sure I got this right. CAG 57, excuse me. But first and foremost, I'm going over the CAG 56 playoffs. So let me get to that page right quick. Sorry, I'm using 2 mobile phones, but I do want to make a few rules in the live chat. No cursing whatsoever. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. Today he was risen. We don't know exactly the exact day, but the Lord Jesus Christ rose from the dead on this day. So I'm going to wish everybody a happy Easter. God bless everybody. I know I made a lot of mistakes in the past, as you know me. I'm probably still not well received in the community for my actions. I want to explain where I've been. I've actually collected fan packs, played some NFL 2K, sharpened up my skills, but I've kind of laid low on the drama, but that's what I've been doing. But anyways, I see somebody that's gotten into the chat. But we're going to go first with the CAG 56 playoffs. Break down the matchups. And forgive me, I don't know who's playing with these teams, so I'm going to have to go back to the front page and see. But I know the first rounds have been decided. So get your playoffs in, and hopefully we'll have a recap on next week's show. And I'm also going to have to read some rosters out loud, because not everyone was ready to submit the rosters, so I'm only going to be breaking down the ones that actually have been done, because I can read your gold star, but I don't know what position you're going to put what. It's only a guess, and D out that. I need names. I know Michael Vick's your quarterback, but is Work done your running back? Kevin Oxendine? Just naming a few Falcons guys, but I see you submitted a roster with no names. If you want to be on the show, I gotta have names to out that. I'm not going to be able to preview your team if you don't have no roster. But if anybody's not involved in CAG, this is Inside CAG FL. This is not fan packs. This is just for my CAG people. So, I finally found the matchup, so let's get started. We have the Mud Dogs at the Revenge, the Crushers at the Beast. And The winner of the Mud Dogs Revenge game plays the Nightmares. And the winner of the Crushers at Beast game plays the Onslaught. So let me see who those teams are. Forgive me, I did not play this past season. This is my first time back in over almost a year. So let me go to that page right there. Forgive me, I'm having to go back to the names and all that. So let me get these. Okay. Okay, the revenge. Okay. Vultures didn't make it. Wow, TJ did not make it. A Quick Assassins, the Cleveland Revenge. The Beast is sitting here flossing. Corpus Christi Nightmares. X Run and Shoots. He's a very talented guy. Papa Dazza, the guy I'm playing this week, he's got the Brooklyn Dirty Dogs. Wow, what kind of... Y'all made some odd names. If somebody could explain in the chat room or inside CAG, what was the EFL? Forgive me, I'm not being around in a while, so... I have no idea what y'all were called, but, so both Dazzos made it. I know, Ramos got kind of busy. I know he's probably busy with work and the SFL and everything. But hopefully he'll be back next season. So let's get previewed to this season. First, our poll. The winner of the poll, actually only 2 people submitted, so I'm going to have to break the tie. And like I said, I'm not voting for myself, but looking at all the teams, I'm actually have to get this name. Forgive me, I'm going to have to start writing this stuff down instead of looking. But looking at it, I'm going to have to go with Billy White Shoes Johnson. I know Run and Shoot's ball game plan, and what he does, it's amazing. I have never ran into a guy that actually could throw these passes with a bronze quarterback. And I can probably guarantee he has rocket arm on his quarterback. And he'll chuck them to Billy White Shoes. And everybody's going to have bronze. I believe somebody went with a gold safety, I'm not mistaken. I believe somebody went with a gold safety. Let me see if I'm correct. Yep, TJ. That is going to be an interesting matchup when that game takes place. You have TJ Speaks with that gold safety matched up against Billy White Shoes. That game's going to be pretty even in my book. But I'm going to go with all the gold players right quick. See what I'm thinking. You have heavy hitter going with the gold running back, Steve Van Buren. TJ with his gold free safety. Yeah, Papa Dazza going with Gale Sayers, gold running back. Yeah, me going with outside linebacker Derek Brooks. Another person's going to have to worry about is Dazzo 0007, gold quarterback. I know you don't like to scramble out of the pocket like most people do, but he's going to be pretty accurate with that gold quarterback. That's going to be deadly. They're going to have to... TJ's going to have to work his gold free safety, which is going to be pretty helpful with a gold quarterback. Like I said, I mentioned about Billy White shoes. This is the one that I'm worried about. Michael Vick. I don't know if anybody has trouble with a gold scrambling quarterback. And the reason why it's so hard to, let's just say, simulate it. You have, I believe, Rendell Cunningham. He's like the fastest quarterback with 70 speed. This year you're going 70, 87, I believe. And you also got the quick feet extra. And I believe he added more quick feet in speed burn, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to look at his roster, but I believe so. But let me finish this out. Sidney Flawson's going to be giving people a little trouble with the gold tight end. Then you got a quick assassin going with Jim Brown, which I don't know if he's using him as a power back or finesse. If my game plan, I believe everybody was going to go with gold running backs. To me, if I was not so far behind, and I've been having trouble on Legend against the computer with the Minutemen, I'm still trying to, get my foot. I'm still rusty after this year or so, but what I'm really worried about, if I get my standards up, if Derek Brooks could actually help me with the QB spies, and I'm not trying to give my game plan away, because I'm out to really, because everybody can make a difference. My old offense is bronze. But I've been trying to adapt a new game style. I'm gonna have to abandon the run. I've lost too many games that way. For me to gain where I was with the over 500 record, that one year, I believe, when I missed the playoffs, it was like 7-5, I believe. I remember I beat Dazzo 47 that one year. And I think I lost every game after that. But if I'm going to have to focus on ball control, and, my advice to everybody, your gold is going to have to be your biggest weapon. Bronze make mistakes. They drop easy passes from game time to game time. You're going to have to rely on your gold. Your gold's going to win your ball games. But for then, let me get to this week's game. Let me give a preview. Then I'll go with the rosters. Then I'll finally get the questionnaire before we wrap this thing up. Because I only see one person in the chat. I guarantee it's probably TJ. I gotta figure out how to actually do the chat on here. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Okay, I don't. Okay, it says I can see chat. I don't see nobody chatting, but like I said, I don't care if y'all return this as, you know, on the replay or whatever. But let me get to the games right quick. Like I said, I might have to write these down next week. Alright. Stupid thing wants to be gay. So give us one moment. Oh, by the way, somebody put an April Fool's joke on Facebook. Said Odell Beckham Jr. got traded to the Bears. It's false. So any of my CAG people see that rumor, it's false. It's April Fool's. I seen one today. It says Vince McMahon sold WWE to Disney. It's crazy. April Fool's jokes every year. But let's see. Okay, schedule is posted. Hopefully it's in page 3. Like I said, I'm going to write these down next week. Because this is taking time, me talking and trying to find the schedule. You know, I might have to write down the schedule. Yep, it's on page 2 because I started dagging. No games have been scheduled so far. So, hopefully we'll have some finals next week. I was hoping somebody would do an open game this week. Alright. Let me see. Okay. Kansas City, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alright. Finally on schedule league. Man. I'm trying to use my old phone to do... Okay. No. Dang, burn it. Alright. Give me just a moment. Okay. Finally got the schedule. Well, it's going to show me the schedule. Schedule. Okay. I see where it is. Forgive me, I have not been in this in a while. I see somebody else joined the chat, so we're up to 2 right now. Like I said, I'm not worried. Y'all can see this on the replay. Be running my mouth. But, okay. First game you have Papa Dazzo at me, King Jameis. Papa Dazzo's got a gold running back. I got a gold outside linebacker. That could be an even matchup. But I'm not counting my chickens. Definitely, I am scrambled. I'm rusty. I do not expect to win that game. Papa Dazzo is a very heavy opponent. Okay, TJ Speaks at a Quick Assassin. Quick Assassin's got the running back, Jim Brown. I don't know if he's going power or finesse on that. I could actually see TJ going, maybe making tackles with Ed Reed in that game. Like I said, I've not played TJ in a while, so this is just based on the golds. But my prediction is that's going to be the matchup if TJ's able to contain Jim Brown. I know a Quick Assassin actually made the playoffs. TJ did not, surprisingly. That shocked me. I thought TJ, because I know TJ was doing good for a while, but I don't know. But that's going to be a good game, but that's the 2 things I'm going to have to keep my eye out. Alright. This one's going to be interesting. Heavy hitter Steve Van Buren is sitting here flossing's goal tied in. I could see that game going in a shootout. Goal tight ends ain't no joke against Bronze. Shockey, I'll tell you, it's going to be a bloodbath. I remember when Heavy Hitter broke out the thing, he said, Giants. Well, it's going to be a blood. Both teams are going against Bronze defense. Or it could surprise me. I mean, I know Heavy Hitter has improved a lot. So, I'm telling you, my projection, it will go into a shootout. Dazzo 0007 will not lose this week. He's on a bye week, so he's got another week to prepare for his team. Hopefully he'll have his roster by next week. I don't even know who's got the roster yet. Whew! This one's going to be a good one. D out that with his gold Michael Vick running crazy against X Run and Shoots. I'll tell you, Billy Watt Shoes is going to be a load. That's who is our projection as the most valuable player this year in the preseason polls. 2 of them voted. I only had 3 votes. I had 1 for a running back. I forget who did that, but. And D out that with that crazy gold Michael Vick running fast, running everywhere. Man, oh man. That's going to be a game. Thankfully, it's on Twitch. Hopefully, X Run and Shoot runs his Twitch. I'll be watching that game. That's going to be a very, very, very good game. Alright, let me get to the roster breakdown right quick, and I will go to my questionnaire, and I'm going to wrap this up. I don't want to go forever, because I know everybody, it's Easter. Next week, I'm planning to either go on Sunday, or Monday, depending on what games were completed, how many games were completed. I want at least a week's worth before I do week 2. Or episode 2 of Inside CAG NFL. And by the way, I actually did my own logo. So, I'm going to put a poll up. If TJ, anybody, wants to do a new logo for the show, feel free to. And anybody that's interested in joining CAG. Oh, there's one more thing I want to get to tonight. And unfortunately, there was not too many people in the discussion. I will have a questionnaire next week. Hopefully with Sitting Here Flossing. Eddie Gage. He's a good friend of mine. I talk to him often. I know he's busy with not doing the other show. Hopefully me and him can combine shows later on. Instead, you don't have to listen to me with my red jersey on. Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco, spit all the time. But anyways, I'm going to have a questionnaire with Eddie Gage because I am very interested. I'll get to that in a little bit, but let me do the roster breakdown before I forget everything. And I feel sorry for the people in the sim leagues. One-man crew, it's tough. Because you got to have everything, you got to remember everything, you got to do everything. So hopefully Eddie and me can do the show later on, combine our shows, and we'll give y'all more discussion for 2-3 hours. I love that. Hopefully we can get some guests on Google Hangouts. We can talk. That's what this league's about. Ain't wins and losses anymore. It's about friendship. Okay, my roster. Okay. Let's see if I can. Okay. Derek Brooks, Josh Freeman, Brian Kelly, Kellen Winslow Jr., Antonio Bryant, Barrett Rude, Tenard Jackson, Ernest Graham, Kevin Cotta, Jeff Christie, Ian Beckles. I think I used him one time. The reason I liked him because he's one of them big guards. I seen he was real fat, so that's the only reason I kind of used him. Okay, Mark Cotney. Everybody don't know who Mark Cotney is. He's Mr. Captain Crunch. He's one of the original Buccaneers in the 79 team. He's probably ranked the second best safety in Buccaneers history. He was a very good guy. He was a bronze. Martin Gramatica is going to be my punter and kicker. Yes, I'm going to have a 5'7" punter. I know it's going to be hilarious on the field. Ricky Reynolds, I've always wanted him on a Buccaneers team. I finally found the formula to create him. If anybody wants to know how I did my team, except the soft hands and I believe some quick feet hops or something like that, most of these were built by other players. I searched them. I had a big old thick sheet where I do my season teams. That's basically how I made my teams. So when you see leadership, rocket arm, scrambler, that's why I didn't put quick release on Josh Freeman. I didn't see anybody putting it on him. I mean, I don't care what you put on. I mean, you can put quick release on. Who wouldn't have quick release? Sorry, I gotta pick on Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford, to me, he's trash. He's a bust, in my opinion. No offense to Eagle fans or Ram fans or whoever he's with now. I forget who. But he's the number one pick. Yet to make, I believe, a Pro Bowl. He had that 1 year, yeah. Look up what Minnesota did with Case Keenum last year. Oh, they said, oh, Sam Bradford's very good. No, because he had a freaking good line and one of the best tight end sides, the Gronk and Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph is a beast. That's the reason why Sam Bradford was doing good in Minnesota. It wasn't because he was that good. You gotta have the line to block the players. But let me finish mine before I get off topic. Broderick Thomas. Anybody's listening to playback? Check what that says on Wikipedia. He calls him the Sandman because he puts running backs to sleep. Keenan McCardell, Joe Jaravicius, Martin Mayhew, Michael Pittman, and Anthony Booger McFarland. Okay, that is your Bucs roster. Okay. I'm on load. Thank you. Alright. Going with Mr. Heavy Hitter. His Super Bowl champ, Philadelphia Eagles. Alright. I am going to have to try to read this. Buccaneer former quarterback, Jeff Garcia. Steve Van Buren is his running back. I might have to download this one. Alright, let me download these. Then I'll be able to tell the rosters. It's like, if you see how small it is on my phone, you'd understand. So let me download these completed rosters. There's X Run and Shoots. Alright. Well, give me just a moment. I'm going to get these downloaded, or I can speed up time. So I'm gonna have 4 rosters to read out. Well, 3 more after mine was already read out. I might have, I believe, 4. Oh, D out that. 80's got his. Okay. 80 Gauge has got his. Okay, thank you. Sitting here flossing. Okay. Quick Assassin, he's missing his. Both the Dazzos. D out that is missing players off of his teams. Let's see. Houston. Okay, TJ's. I gotta get TJ's downloaded. Okay, TJ's. Forgive me, I'm half blind. I did not sleep well last night. I'll be going to get some shutout early. Probably finish my playbook tomorrow. Probably get ready to prep for Papa Dazzo. Alright, this is going quickly, so... Alright, let me get these down. Alright, let me get my gallery. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this will work. Yes, I can see this much better. Okay. Stephen Byrne, Jeff Garcia, Kevin Curtis, Stuart Bradley, Roderick Hood, Kirk Coleman, LG Smith, Matt Ware, Sean Consdino, Omar Gaither, Joselo Hansen, Dante Stallworth, Hank Fairley, Darren Howard, Chris Gokingling, Mike Bartum, Max Gene Giles, Trevor Laws, Nick Cole, Alex Henry. To be honest, I don't know half them players. So, heavy hitter, you made some unique guys, because I do not know half of these guys. Okay, who is... Okay, this is X Run and Shoot. Let me see if I know any of these guys. Billy Johnson. I've heard of what she's Cody Kesslin. Wade Childress I've heard of. Sean Jones I have. William Floller, yeah. Darrell Lewis, yes I have. Haywood Jeffries I've heard. Chris Dishman I've heard of. Wilbur Marshall, yes. Webster Slaughter I've heard of. Lorenzo White, he must love him because I remember he used him before as his running back. Eddie Robinson, Drew Hill I've heard of. Jeff Alm, I'd have no clue who that is. Chuck Cecil I know. Blaine Bishop I've heard of. Frank Wychuck. If I'm not mistaken, he actually... No, that was the other guy. Didn't he play for the Titans? Yeah, that was the Titans. The other one was... gosh, what was his name? The other tight end. Is the backup tight end. Al Smith... Steve Jackson I've heard of. Matt Stalinsky, I have no clue who that is. Alright. Okay, this is the roster I know. Mr. Eddie Gage sitting here flossing. Jeremy Shockey, Eli Manning, Tiki Barber, Ronde Barber's brother. ODBJ Jr. Plexco Burris, Jimbo Elliott, Michael Strahan, O.C. Umasawa, Justin Tuck, Eric Howard, Lawrence Taylor, Chris Nee, Sean O'Hare, Dominic Rogers-Kermate, Prince Akamora, Jason Sehorn, Landon Collins, Pepper Johnson, Antoine Rowe, Morton Anderson, the Great Dane. I've heard the roster. No Jason Pierre-Paul. You know why? Because he knows he's on the Bucks, baby. Best defensive end in the NFC South now. Jason Pierre-Paul. That's going to be funny, me running two defensive line and probably gold and silver next year. Oh, well, when we get to CAG NFL. Almost 35 minutes now, gosh. Alright, finally, TJ speaked Ed Reed. Guarantee he chose Wes Welker's face for him. That was one of his examples. I remember that. Corey Graham, Bam Morrisov, Adelius Thomas, Sam Adams, Mike Wallace, Kelly Washington, Scott Mitchell. Okay, TJ, I don't know if you're listening to, you can probably on a PM message or whatever. It's at the 36-12 mark. I got a trivia question for you. In the 1999 season, before Trent Dilfer took over, who took over after Scott Mitchell? I believe he was hurt or was poorly played. I believe he was hurt. I don't know. I'm not a Ravens fan, but tell me the name of the quarterback who was between Scott Mitchell and Trent Dilfer that got injured for the Bucks and then won a Super Bowl the next year in 2000. I know the answer. See if you're a big Ravens fan and remember every quarterback you had. Demetrius Williams, Brandon Williams, Orlando Brown, Barl Scott, Jacoby Jones, Kerry Williams, Darwin Landry, Fabian Washington, Carl Davis, Ben Watson, Vontae Leach, and Justin Tucker. I see most people went with bronze tier players. Except Flawson, which is okay. I mean, it's a friendly league. I mean, you can do anything. You can make Odell Beckham Jr. a bronze. You can make him a silver or whatever. But I noticed a lot of people made guys at the bronze tier. I would have probably put Jeff Garcia more to the silver role because he was pretty good when he was in Tampa. I would have put him as a silver. But like I said, you can't put him as silver. You got to have bronze and, you gold. But I'm glad he did use Jeff Garcia. I see a couple bucks on here. Frank Wychuck, I'm still trying to figure out who was the backup on that Titans team that also played for the Buccaneers. It was Frank Wychuck and another guy that played for the Buccaneers. And I cannot think of a name because I wanted to use him because the only two tight ends I found for my Buccaneers, the Legends players is Ken Dilger and, Jimmy Giles. And I got to have a tight end. Tight ends are important in this game. But let me go to my questionnaire before I run out of breath. I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. But I'm going to see if TJ can get that question. Okay. Go to inbox. Alright. Sitting here flossing. TJ. Please don't tell me. Okay. Good. Okay. It's still here. Questionnaire is up. Okay, questionnaire with heavy hitter, creator of this season. First question I asked him. Number 1. You have set up a great league setup for this season. What position do you believe will shine the most of the bronze tier of all teams? This is what makes the league great. I won't come down to a single player or position, no matter the build, abilities, etc. I'll come down to deployment by the player, game plan scheme. This is football, AP, All-Pro Football, and CAG. Or a perfect match to represent that. That doesn't answer your question, but it depends. Then he added, which I am surprised, For me, I've always been able to use a bronze quarterback well enough. With the trial period of the increased mobile QB speed, QB abilities, I think that will affect my game a lot. For other guys, again, they'll represent on how they chose to deploy these players. TJ will have a shot, will have a stout defense like always. And I agree, he's got that gold free safety, which I told you is going to be interesting when him and, X Run and Shoot, the Sam Champ, meets. That is going to be an interesting matchup, and I want to watch that. I'm going to watch a lot of games. Hopefully, a lot of people will record like I do. I can only do highlights because of my mobile phone, but, I could, stand up here and, hire somebody for an hour doing that. Alright, let me get back where I can end this show less than an hour. Okay, I think that will affect my game a lot. For other guys, again, it'll depend on how they choose. Okay, sitting here flossing will have a great changing defensive line and complain about his offense like always. I think he threw 2 picks, and that was my first game. He still killed me like 35-14, 42-14. That was against one of my old sucky teams. But that was my first game. Like, me and him scrimmaged one day. That was the only scrimmage I got able to do. X Run and Shoots will throw successful Hail Marys like always. The Dazzos will have nickel and dime like always. Thank you for the advice. I hope Papa Dazzo ain't watching this. He'll probably change up to 4-3 or 3-4, whatever he's going to run. I'm picking. They can run whatever they want. If I have to guess, I think the quarterback will be a game changer, and if guys can use them properly, if guys make a bronze quarterback do too much, then it'll bite them. The season is about optimizing your lone star. If you can do that and make it your you should be fine success. However, as Herm Edwards said, that's why you play the game. Hopefully he'll turn the Arizona State around. Actually, I'm going to get an autograph of him. I actually sent him a request for a TTM. I know a lot of people's been getting it. So hopefully I'll add to my autograph collection if you've not seen it on my YouTube channel. Right here below. Subscribe, like always. Alan JD for Live Productions. But what position of the bronze tier will you be missing? Wish it was gold and silver. And again, he wrote very good paragraphs. I'm very surprised. Thank you, Heavy Hitter, for these wonderful answers. Again, it depends. It depends on the scheme, the player, the matchup. Every guy wants a gold cornerback free safety when playing X Running Shoots. Again, that is matching the words that I projected. That's for certain. I'm surprised Dazzo 0007 selected a gold quarterback instead of a gold wide receiver for his return ability. His return game is a true game changer. I think having a lack of gold defensive back will hurt most, though. This past Cintiq League, only a few guys split 50-50, not by play calling more runs at the end of the game, but by a scheme. Lack of gold defensive back will felt off. The risk of fourth down play, which I think it's fourth and short if not mistaken, I gotta check with TJ on that, will start up this season. Do you feel like it could benefit you? Could it hurt you? Obviously, it could benefit and hurt you. It depends on your success. it being limited to 4th and inches, you'll see a lot more quarterback sneaks. And I gotta get a little game plan for that. I ain't gonna tell my secret. I just got a game plan for that. It's nothing against the rules, but I discovered something when I was playing on Legend. I learned something, which it's a risk. I ain't gonna lie, but if people can guess my little scheme, hopefully that could help me in games. It helped me in that season when I went 7-5. There's a reason I do that. So the success rate will be greater than failure rate. In an honest opinion, what rules would you like to be looked at in the future for a more sim experience? I'd be open to 4th down rule more than it already is, which I agree. I used to play Madden leagues, inherently many more rules. One league will allow guys to go for it on 4th no matter the situation. The rushing rate that was there, a risk reward there. If you make it, then you'll earn it as long as it was within the rules. If not, then you have pay consequences of failure. I don't think it needs to go farther than that. Go that far. I like it being limited to one time per game outside the normal rule. However, I think it should be opened up. Consider the Eagles this past season, especially the Super Bowl 52 with Doug Peterson decided to go for it on 4th win on the Pats goal line in what turns out to be a ironic play with the Philly special. This changed the game. Per our rules, this would have been a point of discussion, not against the rules per se, but the opposing opponent would have had a difficult time swallowing this result for the least. But there are multiple other games throughout the season where the Eagles went for it and went outside the rules. Same with the other teams and other years. Adding this risk for another distraction, domination, whatever that means, IMO. Which I kind of agree what Heavy Hitter's saying. I believe the reason why it's not expanded time on 4th and 1, I'm going to take on both sides. To me, I think it should be more than 4th and inches. I know it's a very close vote. And a lot of people's going like, hey, no, you shouldn't have went for it, blah, blah. 4th and 1, I believe the reason why it's inches is because of, I don't know if anybody's going to chime in. I cannot see your comments, but please let me know on a message or whatever your personal opinions. We'd love to hear feedback for the next show. But my thinking is why TJ said 4th and inch is because of the clutch ability. I know I've went for it on 4th down in the Legend games, against the computer. And I'll have clutch against on my quarterback. And I just go for it like I'm getting pissed off. I'm not doing anything. And, he'll get it every time to even his Braun receiver. If you have clutch on a guy, especially on the quarterback, I've seen it a lot of times than more than none, he is going to convert on 4th down inside your own goal line. It could be the abilities why TJ's holding it back, and I'm going to have to say, if that's the discussion why people don't want to allow it more, then I could see reason why not. Which, I'm not trying to go into discussion with this. I'm just pointing back the facts. I mean, yes, it's in real life, but you've got to put the ability. I mean, my argument, I think, for most players, why it was such a 5-4 close vote, decided by one. I voted yes. Me and 4 other CAG League members voted yes. But 4 others voted no. And I could see their argument because of this. If this is going to be expanded on, do we need to say we need to limit our clutches, to restricted ability? I mean, that's up for the discussion. I'm just putting a hypothesis together. And what I'm thinking, the reason why most put a lot, 4 people voted no, is because of that. I don't know who else voted because, it's unanimous. I mean, it's anonymous. But I could see a proposal to that. I mean, I'm not, trying to, do my own hypothesis. But I could see that as a case. And I'm going to go to this. I'm going to actually just go. And he just went through personal info. This is getting an hour, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. Because my phone is like burning hot now. But I'm going to go to this. Basically, he was, he was very excited about the Eagles and everything. But I think I'm going to wait. That is a little questionnaire. I did not mean to get into the 4th quarter rule, but the 4th down rule, but I believe that's going to overrule the discussion than what I had tonight. I'm going to have to wait on another broadcast because I really want to leave it there because I don't want to, get off subject and, me be on and running my mouth for another 15, 20 minutes and it be an hour and 20. Because I know people's going to listen to this and hopefully they'll listen to playback. Like I said, it's going to be about an hour. I meant to be a 30-minute show, but I didn't mean to go to 8 o'clock. And, I seen 2 people watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, it don't matter if you tune in live. Just listen to the playback. I'm going to put the playlist after it's progressed and everything on my YouTube channel. But my discussion, what I think with this and everything. But I'm going to put it this. I do want Eddie Gage. Hopefully he'll answer a few of my questions. I think I kind of, based off in some more than personal, opinions, I'm going to go with everybody on this next topic. I'm going to ask them, then put it in a future show. Maybe around, before playoff time or whatever. But what I'm thinking, about next season, that's the reason I'm going to put Eddie Gage on here next week on the questionnaire, is his proposal, and, I got his back 100%. I believe we do need a college league. I was thinking, well, I don't know how many people's got NCAA 14, but I'm planning on running Duke next season if we do it. And what I'm planning on doing is I don't know if we're doing 20 or whatever. I'm thinking about putting the guys that's got the best ranking in that order. Like if it's a gold lineman, I will use a gold lineman. Like I said, I am months behind y'all. I've been playing NFL 2K, not all pro football. It's a lot different. But that's how I'm going to do my proposal for my team. I do want Eddie Gage on here next week. On my questionnaire, he don't have to be live on the show because I don't know how to do that yet. But my proposal is I'm going to see what people say in the discussion about this, and I'm going to probably put it, in my thread. And what's people's opinion on a college season next season? Do we want, because I don't know the basis of Eddie, I'm for it. I would love a college season. I could go all time, or pros. I can download them rosters because, Madden's canceled through Madden 13, I think. Madden 25 still. I don't play Madden. But I downloaded NCAA 14. I could do an all-time Duke team. I know Florida State's I hate Florida State. I'd probably go with Notre Dame, but I think we got a couple of Notre Dame fans too. But I would most likely go with Duke. But I don't know if we're going to do an all-time team. We do more all-time. I do want Florida State because they got more Buccaneer players. Got work done. You got or Florida. Florida, I wouldn't mind. Rodell Anthony. But I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I wouldn't mind doing Florida. If we do an all-time team, that would be wonderful, and have Tim Tebow. I would love to just run with Tim Tebow. Or Chris Lake. I'm not doing because he had I think he got charged or something. I don't represent criminals, but I'm gonna put a proposal with Eddie Gage. But I'm getting hoarse tonight, and I'm getting kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. But I'm gonna progress this one, put it on the thing, but. So next week, hopefully, we'll have some game results, and, hopefully I'll be more organized. I believe, as a first good time attempt, I know everybody could see me. I'm in my chair where everybody could see me. But thank you for tuning in. This has been Alan JD for Life Productions. Alan JD for Love. Alan JD, whatever you want to call me. Alan Drum, I don't care. But this has been me and this has been Episode 1 of Inside CAG NFL. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time here. And good luck, everybody. We get week 1. I'm ready. It's been a long time. The boys are back. The Bucks are back. All right, peace.